Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome for the second session on tackling the issues of raising finance. The session comprises of experienced investors in an Indian startup scene. Hear from the experts as to where venture capitalists are investing and how you can position your startup to attract the funds that you need to succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now have the privilege of inviting our distinguished speakers, Mr. Sunil Goyal.
Really pleased that students at IILM are getting the exposure to entrepreneurship and funding. You're really fortunate that the buzzing word or the real bubbling thing that is happening around in the economy, you're getting the first-hand exposure from the experienced panel out here. Let me share some practical side of it on the funding element. Any idea? We listened to two ideas just now, medical tourism and MySubji. Okay, now MySubji.com, that kind of venture, how will that raise money? What is it that needs to be there for us to be able to pay attention to fund? Those are the thoughts that should come to your mind. If I have an idea, what stage do I go to and who do I go to? Obviously, friends, family, and amongst the founders are the best source of raising the money. 90% of the scenarios, you do not need to come to angel investors or venture capitalists to raise money. Your business should be such that your customers are so happy that they are paying for it and you can make a good lifestyle business. You know what is lifestyle business? Lifestyle business is the one wherein you're happy that you have a fabulous car, you have club memberships, you are earning well and you have respect in the society and you are doing a turnover of, let's say, anything between 10 to 100 crore rupees and it's doing well, it's growing 10 to 20% year on year and is taking care of it. But the day you want to have a bigger dream, day you get an idea that can multiply in revenues 3x, 4x, 5x, what you need every year. Okay, and that's the kind of growth you can deliver. That's the time you need to look at angel investors or venture capital or external capital. What happens when you come to them? First scenario, team. What is so important in those team members that we will say that they can do it? Let me give an example. This particular gentleman comes to me and says that I want to launch a new service on a missed call. You know, missed call in India, we have a habit of giving a missed call. But this team presents that we are going to now engage customers on a missed call given by them, by the customers, and brands are going to pay for it. This was a team of 3 people, one very experienced person from a payment gateway company, another experienced person, well educated, and the third was a CTO. 3-member team that came to us to raise money. I said, what have you done? They said, we have done an experiment in Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago has a population of, I think, less than 20,000 people. In that country, we just launched one campaign of Pepsi and we proved that missed call works. And this is a gentleman who has worked for 10 years in Airtel. I'm listening to the pitch. Looking into the eyes of those gentlemen, that can they do it? Can they make the change happen? Can they make a business case out of just missed call, which is no cost to the telco word and everything else? Can they manage the regulatory environment? It seems like that they had the guts and they raised the money only on that pretext that they will be able to go and sell to Unilevers, Cadbury's, Kingfishers, etc. And today banks, you can get a bank balance or you can get your portfolio balance by giving a missed call. An email will come to you or SMS will come to you. Why did that happen? Because this team not only had a bright idea, it was very difficult for me to imagine a scale that it can go to. This was done in June 2010. Now, June 2010, it was idea funded, and February 2014, you know what happened? the most innovative companies list was presented worldwide, and in the top 50 companies where Google was number 1, Apple was around number 14 or so, this company stood number 8. That's how the ideas are conceptualized and ideas are fundable. Let me take another example. In India, winning India is tough. Winning India means you have to be frugal. You have to respect value for money. How many of you can say that my parents, my family, when I grow up, I'll order my goods from mysubji.com? And why will you order from mysubji.com? That crux has to be very, very clear. It has to be, every possible factor has to be delivered by this team, and it has to be profitable for the team to do the business. Here comes one gentleman, IIT Powai passed out, 20 years, just married, child was about to born. Okay, the first child was about to born. 3 years, he's been running to take a license from the Mumbai government to, what was the license about? To convert black and yellow and cool cabs into radio taxis. He says that, why do you need to come down to the road to hail a taxi? You just give me a call and I'll send the car, the Meru comes and everything else comes. These were the two gentlemen. One was studying in Harvard, and this guy had just passed out and had worked for financial technologies for 4-5 years. Belief in the idea. No, I'm not talking about the big guys that you keep reading about in the newspapers, the Just Styles, and the, tomorrow morning you will be listing the biggest story of Alibaba of $25 billion being raised in the market. All that is available to you. I'm talking about the things that we touch every day. This gentleman had, at that point in time when he's going to be the father for the first time, he had gold loans, personal loans, at 35% rate of interest. This is the boy whose father runs in some remote place in Bihar where not even the roads are there even today, as a chemist. And this boy used to sit in that particular shop in class 2 to sell the medicines, and used to add sales tax and whatever other taxes to bill to the customers at that age. Now, dialect of this gentleman was very poor. But when he came to us, one email on LinkedIn reached me. I looked at the 5 sentences and read the 5 sentences. What he talked about? He's about to get the license from this thing to convert black and yellow into cool cap. He's getting a right to advertise on those taxis. He has 1,100 drivers or so who have signed up to pay him 10% to 20% revenue share whenever he'll give business. He has a technology partner from Netherlands who is going to supply him the equipment on OPEX model. That means he does not have to pay upfront the capital expenditure for that. He doesn't have to sell the advertisement space on the cars because he is already signed up with one of the finest agencies in Mumbai to resell his space. He is only going to focus on call center, and he is open to sign up with an outsourced cold call center as well. But he'll focus on servicing the driver and keeping drivers happy so that they can keep the customers happy. We funded them, and what he evolved, the first technology failed. Netherlands-based technology failed within, I think, 6 months. Second scenario, he signed up with another technology provider out of Delhi. Not happy. Call center executives used to come and cry in front of him. We as investors said, this investment is gone. In a mind that this was very difficult to see. This gentleman, one fine day, the servers crashed of this technology provider, the local technology provider, and he goes and talks to his team that we have been developing one software. Since the other technology is down, let's put that beta test on the live server. They put their beta software on the live server, and within 3 hours, the team was so delighted. He had created something which was understood by him by operating in the market for 1.5 years. There were smiles all over because he had developed a most cost-effective technology. Earlier, his technology needed a GPS system. Now, a simple mobile phone can with a driver of 500 rupees or 600 rupees can connect him with the call center, and one message can go to him that go and pick up a customer from here and there. Innovations happen in extreme scenarios, but only the person who has a passion to do it. He got another round of funding. Today he's launching, this month he's launched in Calcutta. He was the first one to launch in Calcutta ahead of any other national players. He's going to be launching in other cities, and we are now going to be seeing him bubbling with energies in next few years. Let me give another example. Internet business. Internet easiest to start. If it is easy to start a business, let me tell you, it's tough to get funding. If it is easier to do something, it will be tougher to manage and pay salaries of your people and keep them together. I'll talk about the third experience. These guys were very senior guys, director of marketing in one firm, and another guy is running an IT business. Three of them, good job, great team, all together, and wanted to serve the parents. Today, as a parent, we all live in nuclear families. They are identified as a parent. We care about our child and we want to do and give everything to our children that we've never been able to do for ourselves or got for ourselves. And we want to spend lots and lots of money in their future and making them multitasking, totally activity oriented. They launched mycityforkids.com in 2010 October. Idea conceptualized in April 2010. They are not that as lucky as the February 2010 Snapdeal, our new hero, Kunal Bahal. He is now $1 billion company in 4 years' time, and that's the reason we all want to be entrepreneurs. But look at this particular story of mycityforkids.com. These three gentlemen went around to take the funding. What's the question being asked by the venture capitalist and the bigger guys? There is no model like this anywhere in the world. Why will it succeed in India? Why can't India be a breeding ground? Zipdial, which is offering services on a missed call, still, after 4 years, still the Silicon Valley people are not able to appreciate that this can change the world. Entire Africa, all emerging markets can be connected on a missed call for various services. Why? Because there is no replica of that missed call in the Western world. Only we Indians or we local managers can appreciate what is going to be right for India. And hence, this company, My City for Kids, goes along. Everybody rejects the case. They came across to us. It's difficult to understand as to who will pay for those services when parents would like every information, every resource guides free. What turned out to be? The play schools, the tuition teachers, the mom entrepreneurs who are running a dance class or a music class or anything. These people were looking for some avenues to reach out to their customers. There was no way for them, if there's a piano class teacher next to you, let me tell you, the piano teacher cannot market the services other than My City for Kids today. Today we have 3,000 businesses who are paying them annual subscriptions. First year they started at 2,500 India, second year 5,000, third year 10,000, and some businesses are paying 50,000 rupees a year. Why it happened? Just because they relentlessly pursued one theme of identifying a new idea and keep building it. Will it become a bigger business? Only time will tell. But are the parents happy? Parents are delighted with the resource guide that is provided by My City for Kids. This is how we spot ideas. This is how we fund ideas. I'm talking about examples that are right here. Let me talk about 2-3 examples where we did not fund. This was a gentleman who came with a very revolutionary idea. After we offered to give him a term sheet, we said that we will invest in him. Within 15 days, he had a senior manager, senior guy from Nokia visiting him, Microsoft visiting him, and one more, Intel visiting him. His colors changed within 15 days. 15 days, he started coming to our meetings for negotiating the fundraise stuff with an iPad in hand, casually walking in after parking his Honda Civic, started walking in and saying, it is going to be $1 billion company. It is going to be $1 billion company. In 3 times in my meeting, he said it's going to be $1 billion company. And he was raising money from me at some 10 crore valuation. I said, why have you gone so crazy about it? You've not even taken a first step. We evaluated, we walked away from that particular transactions. We want confident people, we want people who can change the world, but we want people who take one step at a time. Not dreaming of $1 billion just because you've been met by some senior people, you're doing something good. Another gentleman came to us. 3 very, very intelligent guys. When they'll come on a dais and speak, we'll all be allured by all 3 of them. Each one of them, technical experts or so. We said we will give you money, but show us the product first. It was a game-changing product. Again, our belief was, my partner said, Sunil, if we don't invest in this, we are going to miss $1 billion opportunity. I said, fine, no problems. Okay, let's look at it, but let them come and demonstrate the product to us once. Whether the website works, whether the product works, whether it will deliver something that they're talking about. We said, okay, fine. We gave a term sheet in July. We said, okay, fine. How much time you need? Sir, 4 weeks. I said, come after 4 weeks. They came after 4 weeks. The presentation, the demo had nothing new than what they had talked about. I said, fine. How much time you need more? So we need 4 weeks more. Right? Come after 4 weeks. They came after 4 weeks. Again, it was done. I said, how much time do you need? I said, another 4 weeks. Gave another 4 weeks. Let me tell you, however big the idea would be, it was a game-changing idea. But we had, with a very, very hard heart, we had to say no, that we won't be able to invest. You're not demonstrating execution capability. The CEO is not investing, this thing, execution capability. Next morning, one of the partner came to me, sir, actually the CEO is not devoting even a single time. He's busy providing consulting services to some other firm. That's the reason we were not able to deliver the promises being made to you. Simple things are established while we are funding. Means you have to be, your heart and soul has to be in that business. Then only you can make that game-changing thing happen. I hope these are some of the stories or case studies that will help you to think about your startup in a much better manner. Thank you and look forward to interaction.